So leave us in.
Are all of us in it?
Yeah. So
Don't you want this at the end?
my name's Hunter Bixby.
My name is Qantas Crawford.
And I'm Mackenzie Powell.
Our problem is that people are dying due to misuse of firearms that shouldn't have to be dying. Did you know 40,000 people die a year due to misuse of firearms? According to CDC, this figure includes gun murders and gun suicides. Why this is relevant is because people have been dying all around the world, and there have been mass shootings all around the world as well too, due to an abundance of different reasons. Some include lack of responsibility on owning a firearm. Others would include lack of knowledge on how to store firearms safely away from children. Another is people with mental illnesses have easy access to weapons, and they also have a way higher tendency to go and misuse those weapons on other people. My teammates will now share some evidence with you about our claims that we've just presented.
There have been 366 mass shootings in the U.S. in 2019. But what about other countries? No other country has the same political structure or history as the United States, but several of them have taken the steps to help prevent mass shootings. Norway exemplifies the power of cohesion and trust. Psychologists who study the Nordic model have found that social cohesion between the citizens and the government to ensure a mostly peaceful society. For example, an analysis in 2015 found that the number of fatal shootings by police in Norway in the past 9 years was less than the number of shootings by U.S. police in one day. Australia paid their citizens to sell their guns to the government. The cause of that was a spat of violence in the 1980s through 90s that brought on a mass shooting that left 35 dead in 1996. The result over the next few years were the gun death total was nearly cut in half. In Norway, firearm suicides dropped from 0.8% per 100,000 people in 2006 from 2.2% in 1995. While firearm homicides dropped to 0.15% per 100,000 people in 2006 from 0.37% in 1995. In America, the rate of murder or manslaughter by firearm is the highest in the developing world. There were almost 11,000 deaths as a result of murder or manslaughter involving a firearm in 2017. In about 13% of cases, the FBI does not have data on the weapons used. By removing these cases from the overall total of gun deaths in the U.S., the proportion of related killings rises to 73% of homicides. Norway has taken the steps to lower the percentage of mass shootings by exemplifying the power of cohesion and trust, which has made a huge difference in their lives. Australia has also taken the steps to lower the percentage rate of mass shootings by completely taking all guns out of their country, which has saved a lot of lives. So why isn't the United States doing anything about mass shootings?
Some more evidence to support this is from the article Populations, Mental Health, and Community Violence. In locum communities, segregation, community divestment, structural inequalities can create conditions that make violence an ubiquitous stressor. That increases the risk of mental health problems, especially trauma, anxiety, and depression. Mental health conditions increase the risk of injuries, physical and mental. It is a health problem and premature death and can have a negative impact on quality of life. Mental health can take a big toll in violence with guns. Kids who are depressed or suicidal, for example, can tend to pull the trigger on their own life with guns.
Some additional evidence to support our claim that weapons kill people that shouldn't have to is, according to Garwin R.L., they have already argued for a recent immediate reduction to 1,000 nuclear warheads for the US and the Soviet Union, now Russia, and urgent efforts to lower the caps in the inventories of China, France, and the United Kingdoms. My chosen evidence is relevant because why would they be trying to lower the caps of missiles if people were not trying to negatively impact other people? Next, my teammates will talk about how weapons are not toys.
You jumped ahead there a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go over how guns are actually useful in the United States and why people should not just right to the conclusion of we should get rid of them all. Because people like me agree that they are important because they could be parts that keep people safe and secure in their own mind, to keep them from going off the rails, because it could be something that sets them in the right mind of I am safe because I have this. And also, it is a very cultural thing because there's people that go out and hunt with them, and that's a family activity. Like so. People can teach their daughters and fathers and so on and so forth how to hunt and be safe, and it could be a very local and community thing. Now the part about how guns are not toys. We all grew up that guns are toys, and like with Nerf guns, cap guns, so on and so forth. But in reality, guns are not toys. If a child finds his or her parent's gun in the top of the dresser drawer, underneath the socks, or underneath the bed, anywhere where his or her parents keeps it, and it's loaded, like it most likely would be, because if an intruder came in to their house, you would want as fast action as possible with that gun, so then you can protect yourself and your child. But if your child finds the gun and accidentally thinks it's their cap gun or Nerf gun, they could go and play like a game like War or Cops and Robbers and accidentally shoot themselves, a friend, or the parent. It is gun deaths. 8 children die every day from accidental shootings. This is the second leading cause of child and teen deaths in the United States. A solution to that would be teach your child as soon as you are able to that guns are not toys and how to properly use them and the difference between their cap gun and Nerf gun and a real gun that actually does damage. And another solution on the parents' part would be to lock up their gun and keep it in a safe where there's no ammunition inside the chamber so it cannot be easily fired and used as a toy to accidentally kill someone. This could all be introduced as gun laws, like a lock and secure and a teach and prevent law, where public schools should have to teach children how to properly be safe around guns. And we could also make a gun law that to get a firearm and to have a firearm, you have to go through a class like driver's ed, where you have to be taught for like 5 weeks on how to properly use a gun and the impacts of what it does. Like how in driver's ed they teach you don't drive under the influence of anything, don't have a firearm in your possession under the influence of anything. And then at the end you have to take a test like how in driver's ed where you have to take a test to get your license, and then this can have to be renewed. But the problem is with that, our biggest problem would be there's people that are all for it and there's people that don't agree at all. Like, we could have protests against people that say, no, those are my rights, Second Amendment, my guns, you don't have the right to say anything like that. But there are multiple style of people. People that do it just for hunting and protection, people that are just for guns and that's it, like, you cannot take it from me. We have gun control, and people that agree that yes, we should have guns, but we need to have them under control and lock and key to where people that have mental health issues, so on and so forth, can't get to them. We have people that say no guns at all, and then we have people that just don't care. Thank you. That's it.